$20 million from zero. We handle all the IT. So now we are here to basically take our company to the next level, the growth phase. We have set our culture back there. I mean, it's an ongoing process.
Thank you, Sayyed.
Yeah.
Basically, Sayyed is a strong supporter of Imran Khan as well. तो आप देख रहे हैं नया यूथ किस तरफ जा रहा है. Thank you, Sayyed. Any questions, Sayyed? Sure.
Thanks for the presentation. So you mentioned a lot of cultural changes that lead to innovation, right? Obviously, dress and aesthetic themes are important, but what about more philosophies that have to do with management? So for example, there are ideas, one of the engineering teams that I work with, their philosophy is ask for forgiveness, not for permission. And the idea is keep experimenting. So could you sort of touch on that? Because I know you sort of mentioned the aesthetic here, but there's a lot more that...
Yeah. So we are trying to build, I mean, it's an end-to-end thing, so you can't just have the aesthetics. And so we believe in the agile philosophy, that the flat culture. The fun theme is very important because what fun does, you are your original person in front of your best friend. So when you have a good laugh with someone, if you can have fun with someone, then you can be open with that guy. And if a programmer in my company can have a laugh with me, can have fun with me, then I mean, he's not afraid to share ideas. He's not afraid to take lead. He's not afraid to tell me where you're doing wrong and with this how you have to do. So again, and that coupled with agile philosophy and the flat organization and ideas like we're using customer employee engagement systems like gamification, where you encourage a lot of learning, and so I mean it's I think it will take a lot of time to elaborate that, but yes, we focus a lot on that.
Just have a comment. I think Pakistan, we all know that Pakistan has suffered culturally ever since its inception, and there have been several attempts to tailor culture. Which were deliberate attempts, political, sometimes religious, etc. My only comment is that as we now evolve further into a more globalized world, it is very, very important to be able to define the culture, which is again a natural culture that evolves out of Pakistan. It cannot be a culture that you borrow certain things from Germany, a couple of things from Japan, one or two things from the US, and build a hip or a fun culture. It will not be sustainable. So it is actually a very introspective process, I think. If you're aware of that, that's very good. But I think what we need is a far more deeper analysis and understanding of where we come from, where is our heritage, how do we present ourselves to the world in a unique fashion.
I have two brief things on that. One is that it's not just Pakistan problem. It's you see that in India, you see that in a lot of developing countries. But yes, when you talk about Pakistan, there are certain dynamics we have.
If you look at China and India,
Yeah.
their cultures are flourished. If you go to China, for example, it is absolutely mind-boggling.
Yeah.
If you go to, let's say, a literature store, you see hundreds of kids doing calligraphy, Chinese calligraphy. They are the biggest calligraphers ever. So, there the problem is much lesser in this context.
Yeah, so we have so and when I talk about this, it's not about copying Zappos, copying Silicon Valley here. We have to come up with our own unique set of values, and there I talk about values and purpose. What's your purpose? And so in our company, you'll be surprised if you would see my discussion with a Swedish executive who is a senior director in Logica. He came to visit us. He's advisor to us, and I mean they're known to be most liberal nations, and I was telling him about, for example, what values we have. For example, we say that there's certain things in our company. For example,
Yes, we have 15 minutes, 3 more presentations to go, so we'll take this one offline. Huh?
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Farooq, please.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Farooq and I am from Discrete Logics, a company which is known for providing high quality and cost-effective IT solutions. First of all, I would like to tell you that why we are here. We are here to explore new markets and reach potential customers. Now, you can view the rest of the presentation by keeping this context in view. We are into business for the last 7 years. We were established in 2006. Currently, we have 60 plus team members. And I will try to be short and precise due to time. Okay, we have more than 400 clients worldwide, including a couple of fastest growing of companies of USA. And currently, we have delivered 800 successful projects so far, ranging from small scale projects to large scale complex solutions. These include mobile applications, e-commerce solutions, web applications, and of course related SEO and quality assurance and graphics designing work. Elance is known as eBay of services, and we are proud to be among top 5 companies of Pakistan and top 70 companies worldwide on Elance, among 90,000 plus registered companies. Here are the few main services that we provide. These include mobile applications, web applications, e-commerce solutions as general services, and of course the supporting services that include web and graphic designing, quality assurance, search engine optimization, and SEO and marketing. We have many success stories on our panel. I'll go through few of them over here. First is Clary Business Machines. It's a high-tech office equipment seller here in America, San Diego based. And they worked with us from 2007 to 2011. And during that time, we helped them raising their revenue from 6.2 million to 11.2 million. That is 80% growth. And we provided them e-commerce services, graphic designing, and SEO and marketing services. Online Optimization is a company, IT company in Australia. They are outsourcing all their IT related work to us, and they are enjoying 72% reduced cost by utilizing our services. Next is the Red Flag Group. This is a software company that provides the corporate governance and compliance solutions. They develop softwares by themselves, but they have outsourced the quality assurance work to us. They have hired dedicated teams over here, and they are enjoying 54% reduced cost by outsourcing work to us. Same is the case with Export Private Limited. It's an e-commerce company. They have multiple online stores. They are leather manufacturers and retailers. And they started their work with us. They have stores in USA, UK, Australia, and Canada and Pakistan. And since the beginning, now they have raised 324% annual growth, and all work is being done by us. They are doing only manufacturing stuff. Same is the case with Japan Web Design. They are one of the oldest customers since 2007, enjoying 30% reduced cost. Acclaim Subscription is a subscription company in America and Canada. They are enjoying 80% reduced cost, and we are providing e-commerce and web development and database optimization services to them. Okay, there are many companies who are doing similar stuff. So what exactly makes us the different? That's the micro level details. We believe that one extra degree of effort separates good from great, and we strived for this extra degree till it became our routine. These are the few factors that we utilize: cost-efficient solution, minimal timelines, effective communication, high-quality standards using lifetime support, and the proof of quality of our services is that on Elance we have delivered more than 400 projects, and we have not got even a single negative feedback yet. Here are the few areas in which we work: smartphone application, Android, iPhone, and then open source PHP MySQL platform. And there are other graphics designing tools over here as well. We provide flexible engagement models for our clients. These include fixed price, time-based. Our customer can hire dedicated resource, or they can move through milestone billing. Here are a few customer testimonials. I would skip this slide. These can be read later on using by our website. And the first thing that I started with, that what we need from you and why we are here. We're here to explore new markets. We have proven record, and we are looking for potential customers, and we are also looking for experts for our board of advisors. Thank you. Any questions? No question?
No questions? चलो ठीक है, okay. Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much, Dr. Saab.
Ji, I'm Nazar. I'm from Nast, Islamabad, Pakistan. Might be you have visited Islamabad. You know the map of Islamabad. We occupy two.
Speak up.
Pardon? Okay. So we are we occupy 2 kilometer by 2 kilometer sector. The whole sector is 12. Mashallah, we are managing social sciences, medical sciences, engineering, and computer science in the same university. We enjoy a lot of collaboration with Caltech, Stanford, and Michigan State University, and we enjoy industry collaboration with Cisco, IBM, and West Systems here at QSL. I'm incubating a company at NUST as well, and currently we have developed an IP core. Basically, it's a USB 3 IP core. There are two cores, 3.0 host controller IP and device controller IP. And we know that host controller IP resides at computer, and the device controller IP, which is embedded in our end devices. So while we are talking about the new standard, which is 3.0, currently everyone has a USB interface with the devices. I'm talking about 3.0, it's the new standard. So basically, if anybody is planning to buy a new laptop or ultrabook, you should ask the product should have a 3.0 interface. Why? The idea is they're consuming less power. The power is important. They're providing more charging power. You can charge your mobile phone, cell phone devices with your USB devices, and it is 10 times faster. It really matters. The speed really matters. Is your current standard, which is 2.0, you can transfer a file, 25 GB file in 30.9 minutes. With new standard 3.0, you will be transferring the same in just 70 seconds. Hardware, we are verifying it in hardware. And talking about market, basically, still we don't see the 3.0 interface in a lot of products. But by 2015, almost all PCs will be equipped with these standards, and you will see a lot of products. You can see a long list of ultrabook tablets, Wi-Fi enabled devices with 3.0 standards. So by 2030 onward, every year around 2 billion products will be shipped with USB 3 interface, and by 2016 the products are expected to reach around 3 million units with 3.0 interface. So the idea is the market need. We know very well that solid state disks are replacing hard disk drives, and we know that there are high projected trends in computer products, in consumer products, and the future trend is people would like high-speed connectivity. People would like to transfer data in high speed. This is a future trend we are looking for. And the market size we have surveyed, we have explored the website, we have read a lot of reports from market analysts. It is around 250 to $1 billion US, and next 3 years we intend to capture 1% of this opportunity. These are our competitors. I am here and we have visited Silicon Valley. Synopsys is the big company which is capturing this market. Arasan, Cadence, and Casting are also the leading company. They are also selling this IP in a large scale. So our value proposition is why we are here and why people are going to purchase this IP from us. Yes, we claim that I am here and we have visited 3 states. So we can provide some cost-effective solutions. Why? Because due to low development cost, we can build multiple projects. This 3.0 interface is not going to be used in just computer.